What's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we've got another Prize Picks video for you. We're going to be talking about the NBA slate on November 18th, Saturday. We got 6 games. And before we get into our picks for the Saturday slate, we're going to review our picks from the Friday video. We just had 4 picks. Whenever we do this first look, we usually just run with 4 because the board isn't fully developed. And then we will drop a minimum of 8 picks in our Discord the following day once things have filled out. And we'll get into all that in a little bit. But yeah, so for the 2 picks I had Devin Booker PRA, and he did well, just like I thought he would. He played 32 minutes. I was expecting, or in this range, maybe a little bit more, but he did have like a last minute questionable tag with a little bit of calf soreness. But luckily he was able to just play, and we didn't have a DMP from him. But he went off. He didn't hit his normal 31 points, but he did go for 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 15 assists. He was just playmaking like a madman. And he was feeding, everybody, but obviously Kevin Durant went nuts. Speaking of Kevin Durant, we'll get into that later. But so yeah, he went over. His full PRA was 43. He needed 39.5. My other pick was Aaron Gordon, over 26.5 PRA. He fell short of this, but he actually, he had the opportunities. Like I said, I think he's going to get 39 minutes again. I think he could be pushing 40 minutes. He got his 39 minutes. He went for 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. But he was, he was playing great. He was hustling. He was giving us everything we had hoped for. He just didn't happen to get that extra 3 PRA that we were looking for, so we fell a little bit short there. And you want to get into your picks, Jordy?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's good that Aaron at least tried, because Herbert Jones did not. Herbert went 3 of 8 from the floor. He had 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He played 37 minutes, and he only shot 8 times, and he only made 3 of them. So yeah, it was just an upsetting one. He missed. We took his points for over 9.5, and he had 8. So one more bucket would have cashed him. He had plenty of opportunities. There was one I was watching where he literally drove to the basket and threw it to someone else, and he could have just laid it up. So I was a little frustrated there. But our other pick was Nikola Jokic. I mean, what's not to love about Jokic, man? He's so fantastic. He had 1 board in the first quarter, and our Discord was like, oh my god, Jokic only has 1 board. And I was like, here we go. As soon as I take the guy, he's going to give us a ghost. And then we turned the game on, and he went for like 5 boards in like 2 minutes. And I was like, okay, here we go. And he ended up getting 15, and we needed him to go over at 12.5. And a lot of people got it at 13, so it still cashed at 13. So
yeah, we were grabbing it late at 13, and it was still fine.
Yeah.
Close. We both hit one, and we both had one just fall just a little bit short. But yeah, we did our first, we're doing a Flex Friday live now in our Discords, no, we're doing every now and again. It's not like an every week thing just yet, but we're kind of feeling it out. And we did our first one today with our Hall of Fame tier. Everyone got into voice chat, and it was like a total success. We had a great time with our Hall of Famers, and we were able to just really collectively as a community, like we've got so many smart players in that tier, and we were finding all sorts of value. And the first thing we were talking about was Kevin Durant's PRA. And he just ended up crushing, just like we had predicted. We had guys throwing out all sorts of plays that were looking good. And it was just like a really nice atmosphere, being able to just like, in voice chat,
a lot of people
ideas.
took home money tonight too because of some of the plays that we came up with in there. So it was good.
Yeah, and there was like a few too that were a little hesitant to speak up, and they had the right idea, they had the right plays. They just didn't want to like steamroll, steamroll, I think, you and I. But I think next time we do it, they'll feel more comfortable, like all of us, just like, what you're feeling.
Sure.
If you see something we don't, we want you to speak up about it so we can all capitalize off of that
Yep.
information. But it was a great time, and we're going to be doing it again this coming Friday, probably same time, 2 p.m. But anyways, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code. They'll double your first deposit up to $100. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell, because when we do drop fresh picks in our Discord, we notify YouTube. And if picks change, if you need a pivot, or if you just want some extra plays because you're not totally feeling what we show you at first look, any which way you want to use them, we'll be putting out extra picks in our Discord, and we'll notify you.
For sure.
So, all right, let's get into our picks. We actually had some decent options for first look tonight. I'm going to be just running it back. This one was super easy for me. We're going back to Duncan Robinson. They didn't even change his line. 21.5 again. And again, we still don't have Tyler Hero. So I'm going to very easily just take the over on this. But let's look at... we don't have over-unders posted just yet. We do have spreads, though. So this game only has a spread of -3, favoring the Heat. So we don't have to really worry about a blowout in this one. And if we look at Duncan Robinson, over his last 5 games, he's averaging 18 points a game, just under 4 rebounds, and right around 3 assists. But I'm going to go ahead and do his last 3 games real fast, because that's without Tyler Hero. And he's getting 37 minutes on average, actually averaging 23.3 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 3.7 assists. So he will beat this on points alone if he keeps doing what he's been doing without Tyler Hero. I don't really have to get into too much here. So I'm just gonna green light that one because I feel very comfortable with it. And for my next pick, I'm going to be going with an assist prop. I like Luka Doncic to go for 8 or more assists. Don't be discouraged by what you're seeing here with like him hitting it, missing, hit and miss, and like don't even pay attention to that right now, because he's actually, if you look at what he's been doing against Milwaukee, he's averaging 11.4 assists a game whenever he plays them. So if you're looking at like 2022, like we could just go down the line, like 11, 12, 15, 9, 13, 19. He had 1 game where he went for 2, and then the other is 10. Like he just slays against Milwaukee. And so I feel very comfortable with this pick. And if we look at what Milwaukee's allowing to point guards, they're allowing on average 8.6 assists a game. Just all the indicators are just lighting up for this one. I don't know why it's at 7.5, but I'm very comfortable taking the over on this one. So yeah, that's my 2 to get us started. We'll have more tomorrow. What do you got, Jordy?
Yeah. So to get me started, I'm gonna go with. We came across this pick in the Discord a couple days ago, and I kind of stumbled upon it and I dropped it in there, and it was money. Jalen Williams' assist. I'm gonna take this for over. In the last 2 games, he's been getting a huge increase in minutes, and I've just been loving this pick, man. He's just crushing this, and it's actually a -130 to go over again because they expect him to get 30 minutes again. So, he nailed this against Golden State. Still no Draymond Green. Steph is coming back, but I don't think that's really going to matter too much on the defensive end of things. Even though Steph is a pretty good defender, I still like this pick enough to take it. So I'm going to be going with that there. The Warriors are giving up 6 assists to his position, so it's juiced in every category for us there. And then my next pick is going to be a rebounds prop. I'm going to be taking Bam Adebayo for over 10.5 rebounds. Now, I know this sounds high, but Bam's been killing this every game this year except for against Brooklyn. That was just the Jimmy Butler show, so I don't even want to look at this line. Because Jimmy Butler scored for the entire third quarter. So I'm not even going to look around at that one too much. But if we look at what Bam's doing on average this year, he's averaging 14.8 rebounds. And Chicago is giving up 14.8 rebounds a game to centers. Pretty much 15. If we look at what Bam's been doing in his last 5 games, he's averaging 11.4 rebounds and like 36 minutes a game. So I'm loving this. It's a minus 140 to go over. So that's like he said, all the indicators are lighting up on this pick, and I don't see any reason he shouldn't get 11 rebounds against them. So taking that for sure. And I like it at 11 too. If it gets bumped to 11, I think he can go over that. So that's what I'm feeling.
And with my picks, I forgot to mention it, but Duncan Robinson is a minus 120, which I mean, I think that it deserves to be higher than that personally. But let me see. And Luka is minus 130 to go over 7.5. I know this is going to get bumped. Yep. So you're going to want to lock this in quick. I would still feel comfortable at 8, but yeah, 7.5 is so juiced.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the 4 we've got to get us started. And we will have more tomorrow. But yeah, if you haven't, come check out our Discord. Don't forget to subscribe. And good luck tomorrow. We will catch you in the next video.
Good luck, boys.